Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Got a new Sunny V2. We have the satisfying failure. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied with any one failure. But the satisfying failure of a horrible X Factor judge. That's like praising something, like being happy somebody failed. The satisfying failure? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't think you should be satisfied at someone's failure, because what if you fail? You wouldn't want people to be satisfied with you failing. We all got haters. We all got people who don't like us, you know? Mm-hmm. So why would you be, you know? But hey, to each his own. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and check it out. But before we do, make sure you check out the links in the description box. Down below. You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
lock it in with a thumbs up.
But let's go, man. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Let go.
All it took was 12 nasty sentences.
It's absolutely disgusting. You have no identity.
For this horrible X Factor judge to lose her entire career permanently. But with evidence suggesting it was deliberately planned by producers, there are layers to this story you likely haven't ever heard. The scandal involved two X Factor judges, Natalia Kills and her husband Willie Moon, both of whom were already hated before the viral episode.
Is Sunny voice sounding more like slowed down? Or is it just me?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, maybe.
They say it's normal. But, hold on, let me go. Don't tell me Sunny to put another filter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already sound like it's already filtered.
Sentences.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Because
this is Caitlin Campbell.
I don't know. It might be just me.
Maybe your ears.
Is it you?
Let me hear it again.
Do he sound a little different?
Husband Willie Moon, both of whom were already hated before the viral episode. For example, 4 months before losing everything, they'd promote X Factor on the red carpet with the most arrogant interview ever.
It's going to be a very exciting journey. No, I'm kidding.
Turning the audience against them before the season even started. It's funny because neither of them are the nice one. I get the creepiest vibes off these two. They're like cartoon characters that are purposefully written to be hated, which it seemed they were almost pleased with. For example, Natalia seemed proud to have tried burning her ex's house down.
I just thought it seemed like a good idea to try and set fire to the house after an argument with my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm like that kind of crazy.
While her husband's interviews might have been even worse.
When was that released? Just a couple of months ago?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's all out of your hands?
I really don't know anything what's going on. I'm here I've been forced here.
They should have never been chosen as X Factor judges, but it turns out they'd last only one single episode. The broadcast started with a pretty dark foreshadow.
Well, you know I like a bit of trouble.
Yeah, we are live, Natalia. I'll just remind you that we are live. You two are going to be trouble.
But despite claiming that she liked a bit of trouble, Natalia was fairly gracious toward the other contestants.
You are fantastic.
That would be until Joe Irvine took the stage, with his performance igniting the darker side of Natalia's personality.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to state the obvious. We have a doppelganger in our midst.
Despite Joe performing in basic formal attire, Natalia made the claim that he'd copied her husband's style.
I am disgusted at how much you have copied my husband. From the hair to the suit, do you not have any value or respect for originality?
To which Joe responded by paying her a compliment.
Is she serious? I'm so confused.
Some people do things just for publicity, just for notoriety. If
I'm
this
like,
the first
what?
episode they're on and doing the judging thing, or I wonder. See, I need a lot more back context with this one.
Do you? Because for it to be, because then he said it was just on that one episode, and then
yeah, my biggest thing is were they rotating people out? Like you know how sometimes they have guest judges, like week after week is a different guest judge. Maybe they wasn't never only. And what X Factor is this? Because we do know X Factors all over the world. You got different in different countries. So where is this? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, it's say for instance they were rotating the judges out. They could have just said, "Hey, it didn't work out. We really don't want to bring y'all back." Instead of technically a fire, nah, it was just a trial run. If we rotating the people out, some people stay multiple weeks. Some people only do 1 week. It's just, hey, we're gonna test y'all out. Hey, we really didn't like it. We're gonna. That's not firing. It's just you didn't work out.
I guess.
Because I wasn't never hired.
Have you watched X Factor before?
Yeah, but I'm saying this might be a whole different country. This not be.
Yeah, I know it's
only
not.
X Factor I ever watched was in America. I've seen X Factor clips in the UK. I've seen X Factor clips like Africa and all that stuff. But that's what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I'm just saying I don't know if they rotate, but I know here they don't. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. But
That's
I'm pretty
why
sure
I
it
say
probably operates.
That's why
similar.
I say I need backstory content. Because who the hell are they in the first place?
I
don't know.
To me, Natalia, you're beautiful.
Natalia responded to this by insulting Joe again.
It's absolutely disgusting. You have no identity. I can't stand it. I'm ashamed to be here.
Which is followed by more insults from her husband, who likened Joe to a serial killer.
I feel like you're gonna stitch someone's skin to your face and then kill everybody in the audience.
Despite Joe standing up for himself, Natalia tore him down again.
I think I look really good. And
I think you look good because you're dressed as my husband.
Being opposite to the advice that she'd offered in a previous interview.
What piece of advice would you give to sort of young aspiring musicians?
Do whatever you feel like, because that's what's honest.
During this same video, she displayed her love for the internet, although as a result of her X Factor episode, it seemed this opinion was about to change rapidly. Natalia's embarrassing blow-up was instantly uploaded to YouTube, where it gained 4.5 million views in under 48 hours, and as you might expect, some pretty funny comments. She said he copied her husband, but she copied Lord Farquaad. Dressed like her husband? Did her husband invent suits? She must have been so pissed when Justin Timberlake released Suit and Tie, while a different YouTuber named Christopher Wayne made his own interesting discovery.
Willie Moon isn't so original himself.
Showing that Willie Moon's song What I Want used the same chords and even lyrics as a Spinal Tap song from the 80s. Lauren Mulcahy then showed an even worse example, showing that...
Alright, let's go to Google.
He's like, I need to know who these folks.
So let's see. Willie Moon. New Zealand. That's why. Natalia Kills. UK. Okay. So that still doesn't give me answers. Or this X Factor. Probably UK.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can just look up which one she was associated with, or one of them, and it'll tell you.
Is she even like New Zealand X Factor co-judges for their harsh comments towards a contestant? That's all I said. Back in 2015.
Oh, okay.
She co-writing for Rihanna's single "Kiss It Better." Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. That's it. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it better. I don't know. I can't remember.
The way
Rihanna ain't put out a song in so long, so I'm a little lost on like which.
Child, whatever you say it is.
Nah, don't throw me under the bus, cause people. Nah, see, it's that "Kiss It Better." Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it better. I don't know. I'm gonna listen.
My
to it.
brain is.
I'm gonna listen to it after, cause ain't that on the anti? Ain't that so anti? See, you trying to send me out.
I'm not trying to say you, and you know not to ask me nothing on the spot, because my brain does not function like that. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't.
Rihanna. Is it Rihanna?
Kiss it.
Oh, Rihanna.
It's Rihanna.
Rihanna.
But she says people pronounce it Rihanna. She doesn't correct them.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on.
Kiss it better, baby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
it.
it. Kiss it. Yeah.
You got yours playing? I think so.
I do got it playing.
But you got to turn down. Yeah. That's it. You got to educate yourself sometimes.
Billy Moon's Yeah Yeah music video had shamelessly copied an Italian video from the 1970s. So instead of just copying the concept, he actually copied the music and filming style all the way to the camera angles. Wow. Viewers were even more brutal on Willie's music videos, as they'd state, "You copied the name of the moon. Don't you have any respect of originality?" Which was extra funny given the couple was still fairly unknown themselves.
Who is she? Who are you, Natalia Kills?
However, as highlighted by a different comment reading, I saw this all over my FB page and thought to check it out. The story was spreading rapidly.
Now to an X Factor scandal that's making headlines around the world.
But as the incident began to threaten Natalia's life, the judge that sat beside her would try to calm the backlash. He'd state, "I'm completely against bullying, but fighting fire with fire ain't the way." Although while Stan Walker chose to stay professional, the fourth judge, Melanie Blatt, wasn't quite so gracious. She'd tweet, "I've tried to keep my cool and stay professional, but really, Natalia Kills? Sorry love, you're a twat." Mel then added this during a morning radio interview.
"I think she should apologise to Joe. I just think Joe deserves an apology. I don't think it was fair what they said to him."
While even Simon Cowell would give his own opinion. It was hateful, she sounded mad, it didn't even make sense. Natalia finally responded 4 days later, writing, "At last, I'm relieved that I'm finally able to break the silence," before telling her side of the story. "The show brought me on to bring my passion, dramatic expression, and perspective. I was encouraged to be outspoken and things got out of hand.
True.
Joe, I hope you can forgive me and I wish you all the best. Be natural, unconventional, and be you."
And that's sometimes what it really be.
Yeah.
They bring these people on because they know their personality they have a very big personality. And that's what they wanted from her, but they didn't expect to get what they got. They expected a big personality,
but when you
it was
tell
over the
people
top.
to be, but when you tell people to be kind of maybe over the top or be like just show your personality, or be like have no like filter in a sense, then you never know what people are going to say when you don't set those boundaries from the jump.
You know what it was?
And
they would have been all for it if they never received a backlash.
I was just about to say that. And a lot of times, you know, behind the scenes, people do things for views and stuff like that for the ratings.
For the ratings, yeah.
But if the viewers didn't like make it, you know, such a huge deal, which it was because that was rude.
Yeah.
If they would have just let it slide.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks.
Followed by a similar explanation from her husband. The show encourages judges to be forthright and highly opinionated. It went too far and I never intended to single anyone out. I wish the contestants, crew, and particularly Joe all the best, although this didn't fix anything. Ha ha ha, now you say something but your career is over. Oh wait, it never started. A career which was getting started was ironically Joe Irvine's, as his previous X Factor audition gained hundreds of thousands of views. He'd be tweeted by Ed Sheeran, who wrote, "Don't worry about what anyone else says, man. Enjoy yourself with it, that's what singing is about, not what other people think," while Lord sent Joe a handwritten card with cupcakes. Meanwhile, for Natalia and her husband, viewers filed complaints with official governing bodies, while a petition titled "Take Natalia Kills Off X Factor" gained 70,000 supporters, which would be labelled as a victory. Because the couple was fired before their second episode, with the show's chief executive stating, "While the judges on X Factor are expected to provide critiques of the performances, we will not tolerate such destructive tirades from any of the judges. We no longer have confidence that Kills and Moon are the right people to perform the role of X Factor judges, and they will leave the show effective immediately." Natalia was then also fired from her record label, with UK X Factor judge Louis Walsh stating, "She'll never work again, I reckon. Honestly, I mean, who's gonna hire her? Nobody." As a result, they chose to leave the country.
So what the fuck were they doing previously before anyways? You know what I mean?
Well, it seems like
He's
he
an
was trying to
artist.
do music, and then she
wrote
a song?
She wrote some songs or something.
Or helped co-write, whatever. What did she?
Outside of her own recording,
I don't know.
Sinclair has written songs for Angel Hayes,
Okay.
Madonna,
Okay.
Rihanna.
Okay.
Rihanna.
Okay.
Rihanna. But other than that, like Wiki really don't Wiki. It says she's a singer, songwriter, and actress. So honestly, if we can all be honest,
singer, songwriter, actress. Okay.
should they have even been on the X Factor anyway? that accolades doesn't really scream that, hey, there should be X Factor judges. They were still trying to come up in a. My thing is, when I think of X Factor judges, the same way with like American Idol and those type of shows, I want somebody who's been established in the industry for a while, who has the accolades and has the resume to say, hey, just because you probably wrote a couple songs here and there, and you put out a couple songs, that doesn't, for me, doesn't 100% solidify you to be a judge on a show like that.
Yeah, I got you.
And maybe that's the reason why y'all got what y'all got from them.
Solidifying the couple had lost absolutely everything. But was the whole thing even real? When we talked about Natalia's apology, we ignored one specific sentence. A lot goes on behind the scenes of a reality show, and what you see isn't always the whole story. Willie had made a similar claim, writing, "The reality of reality TV is that there's a lot the viewer doesn't see," and whilst they were both leaving the country, Natalia stated this.
There are many sides to the story, and I am not about to get an entire industry in trouble that has been going on for years and years, entertaining the masses.
Were they trying to avoid accountability, or had the stunt been planned by X Factor? The performance itself was certainly a bit suspicious. In a video taken by an audience member, Natalia looks toward her husband as if they were already both on board with the judgment that they'd give. It was also a little too convenient that in the 1 hour 55-minute episode, Joe just so happened to be the show's last performance, as if he was put there deliberately so they could end the show with a bang. Their comments were also in contrast to Joe's original tryout, where the couple offered love, positivity, and encouragement, while we could also observe his natural dress style to be the opposite of Natalia's husband. So why the sudden change to formal? In a video titled "The Truth About Natalia Kills," Justin Matters reached out to a former X Factor producer who explained,
"We purposely instructed one of the stylists to make Joe look very similar to her husband, in hopes to get a reaction out of Willie, not Teddy herself."
If the show was truly trying to achieve a blow up by Willie, this would make Natalia's independent reaction real, yet maybe she knew exactly what was planned, as she maintained it was a publicity stunt resulting in a viral media storm.
And kind of what we said earlier though, some things are like,
because things like this, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
Supposedly it happens a lot. Like we hear people like talk about like, you know, so much stuff goes on behind the scenes that, you know, we're like coerced to do, or not coerced, but
it's more
pushed to, like we're pushed to do these things for ratings, for views, for things of, you know, of that nature. So you really never know what's real and what's not, you know.
I do feel like it was meant to boost ratings.
Yeah.
How was the week prior? How was the views week prior? Or was this the first episode? That's why I say I need a lot more backstory behind this full episode. Because if let's say this, if it wasn't the first episode, but it was the first episode with them on there, ratings probably were down. They needed that shock factor to get people to tune in.
Because the first clip he showed where he was like he was dressed differently and she gave positive, you know.
They said this was their first episode that they were. No, they didn't. That was the last episode.
I think it was just like the first week. Episode. I don't know. But regardless of the fact,
they gave previous compliments.
Yeah,
and then they said every contestant previous before it was scripted.
Oh,
this whole thing was scripted. They need that. They need them clips to go viral, post on social media. They needed that virality of it to get the ratings boosted.
You never know.
Yet to throw another curveball, Natalia also stated this.
I feel like everyone needs to put the idea of it being a manufactured conspiracy theory behind them. There's really nothing to it.
She might have rather been dismissing this conspiracy instead.
The judges wanted out, so they behaved like this to deliberately get kicked off the show.
As a recent Instagram post still implies her episode was somewhat staged. She writes, "So who thinks TV talent shows are rigged? Just curious, totally not related to any personal experiences at all. Certainly not trying to suggest anything. What, who, me? I would never. Lose a tooth in the comments, insults, opinions, and incorrectness only thanks. Seemingly writing this last last sentence as she knew it was coming anyway. Despite a full 9 years passing since Natalia's infamous moment, her comments are still filled with nothing but savage criticism. For example, she'd recently announced that her house had been burnt down by a fire, which received no sympathy but rather comments such as, "Damn, karma is out here doing the job," even years later. "Oh dear, your poor husband suits. Oh well, you reap what you sow, dear. Oh no, how tragic, very tragic. Karma definitely got ya."
You know, one person he didn't shed a light on.
Ruthless, huh?
One person he didn't shed a light on, and one thing we all need to see to get the full story. Joe hasn't spoke out about a situation. He just continued. People have reached out to you. The contestant they went in on.
Yeah. Never
spoke out. Which also could be the reason why it was scripted. He knew it was scripted. He knew it's not as harsh as people might think it is. I know what was behind the scene. Because they're formed in and let them know, hey, the judges might come in, we're going to dress you this way, the judges is going to come in, okay.
Because it's a difference in sitting here and you're critiquing me on my performance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But you're now attacking me in a different light, in a different way.
Yeah.
And also, me personally, I can't sit there and, like, regardless of the fact, I don't care what it is, what situation, I necessarily can't sit there and not say anything. Like, I'm talking about, like y'all are saying something like the other two judges.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all, they said something now, but in that moment, I don't know if people I guess some people be kind of caught off guard and to be kind of like, I don't know,
shock.
But yeah, maybe like shock or something.
Or
but it's
disbelief
just
that,
or in disbelief, because they sit there. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know if they ever did speak up. Again, we just seeing clips. You can't always go off of just clips alone.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You have to see things in its entirety. So I don't know if they did. Let me not say that. So I don't know if they did ever speak up like in that moment.
True.
So never mind. Disregard what I was about to say. But if they did not, it's kind of like, why now? Like, why
honestly,
after the fact?
True. They should have spoke. If it was really like that serious, should have spoke up in the moment. And addressed it and shut it down in the moment, so you can back the contestant. Don't just sit there, but wow. Like, it's plenty of people like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're wrong. You do not go at him like that.
Yeah,
this is, you know what I'm saying?
Because if that definitely was like what it
100% raw, real, then that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But
super rude, super
but also
uncalled for.
His style from one clip to the next clip is totally opposite. It is a possibility.
Some people switch it up. No. I want it to look nice today. I want it to look a little bit different than what I be.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
Was that his last night there? Did he perform again? And if he ever performed again, how was he dressed? If he was dressed a totally different way yet again, then we know. A lot of times stuff be going on behind the scenes that viewers don't know and realize.
Sometimes.
And the majority of what you see is not all you see.
It's not what it really is.
What you see is not what you see. Let me just say that. What you see is not what you see. Especially when it comes down to reality TV.
Whatever.
With that being said, man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it in the comment section down below for us. But as always, I do go by the name DJ McKid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
We are.
Go and get it. Ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners.